It's a great introduction.
Hi, everybody. This is Two Teas in a Pod. I'm Tony.
And I'm Tralana.
I'm very tired. Coming at you from Pennsylvania. Um,
Yay.
yay! Oh man, what a day!
You say that like we had like a really
It's a long day.
rough
Right?
day. No, I think if anything, these like crazy blink of an eye weekends are starting to take their toll, if I had to say.
Well, so one of the, I mean, I guess I could bring it up, but one of my roadblocks while you're breaking everything uh, is that I have the benefit of once COVID happened. I work from home, which is great. And I'll never, hopefully, ever go back to the way it was before. But, I have a little bit more of a leniency in terms of like traveling.
Mm.
So, when Chalana and Joseph come out to Chicago, and they hop on a plane, you know, that's usually the best way because then, we get to see each other more. But it's still Friday night to Sunday afternoon. Whereas, I usually head out really early on Fridays, and then I usually get here, early evening, late afternoon on Friday. Then I usually stay until Monday. Um, but this weekend,
The camera just froze.
this is great. I love that. So let's see if we can fix that real quick. Uh, well, I don't know what that was. So this weekend was kind of one of those weekends where we've tempted fate for a long time, and everything broke at my work, and there was a lot of time that I wasn't able to swoop in, so to speak, and help.
Mm.
So it sucks. Now I'm probably gonna get in trouble, but whatever. It is what it is.
Hopefully not.
I mean, I hope not, but because I don't tell people that I'm traveling, but I don't not tell people that I'm traveling. So it's like I kind of withhold it, but if anybody asks, I'll tell them. Nobody generally asks, and I'm pretty sure my boss um, figured it out on Friday.
Well, I mean, it's hard because, like you said, like I, being a teacher, only have, the days off, like the weekends, and then like random holidays or whatever. But Giuseppe and I were lucky enough the past two times to fly only because of all that Southwest mayhem. And they gave me some extra points and whatever, plus the points that I had already built up from flying. So we were able to fly those two times. But like going forward, I'm gonna have to go back to driving, which when I drive just means that I literally leave Friday at 3:30, and drive 10 hours out there and get to you by around midnight, and then only have, the day Saturday together, and then Sunday I have to leave, at like after just after lunchtime to get back here by midnight-ish to, go back to work. So that's why I said like these blink of an eye weekends are starting to take their toll because for me it feels like it's like a long work week with like whatever mayhem happens throughout the week, and then I, spend my weekend doing that, which obviously like I want to do that because I want to see you and want to spend time with you, but it is also very tiring and very taxing, and then it just rolls into the next work week, and then you come here, which is obviously better because then I don't have to like do the driving, but no matter how you slice it, the weekends go way more quickly than I would like them to go.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like I just got here.
Right. And now you're going to be
Now
leaving.
I'm gonna be leaving in 11 hours
Yes.
ish.
Whatever.
Um, so yeah, but hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully, you know, but for all I know, maybe they're gonna give me a raise. I don't know.
Sure.
Because I did end up fixing stuff, by the way. Once
Yeah.
I got here, I was able to hop in and
Yeah.
do stuff. Um, but yeah, hopefully, well, we're gonna find out tomorrow, and I'm gonna be
Well,
traveling.
and and I mean this month is upcoming is a big month for us because this is
Oh,
when we find out our fates. So, we have impending news to share by the end of the month as to what's being decided on our behalf
yep.
as to where I am or am not allowed to be. Well, it's not really me, but where Giuseppe is allowed or not allowed to be. So once we have court, then we can hopefully actually live together and not have to keep doing this.
Think of all the money we'll save.
I know. It's a lot of
Oh
money.
God,
It's a lot.
so much. When you think about it,
Hmm.
I mean, just to get out here is for driving. It's, I mean, 350, $400.
Hmm.
And if we're both doing that every weekend,
Twice a month. Yeah.
like like that's $1,600 we could be not spending.
Right.
Oh God,
It's
I
bananas.
can't wait.
So, yeah. I don't know what my hair is doing, but it's weirding me
It's
out.
doing hair things.
It's
Your hair, look at my hair.
it's like doing weird things. I don't know.
Look at this.
Anyways,
Am I balding?
what?
No,
No.
I think God.
Anyway, no, but I mean, it's crazy, but it's telling in. I mean, like I've always said, like I feel like once you like do something in a relationship, like it's hard to go backwards. So like that, like we started out, we saw each other like every 3 weeks, and then we were like, well, this isn't enough, and so then it was like every other week, and like we did that for the longest time.
Mm,
And then just because of the holidays, like between Thanksgiving on, we ended up seeing each other every week and obviously enjoying that. So now it's like, well, I don't want to back down from that. And we're, potentially close to the home stretch because my court date for my custody is the end of this month. So we'll be getting good, bad, or indifferent news then as to what's coming. And so it's like at this point, like I just kind of want to maintain where we're at because I don't want to go backwards. Like I don't want to go back to only seeing you twice a month or less.
the dog was also a thing.
What do you mean?
Well, once we figured out that my allergies are not that bad,
Oh, well,
that was
yeah.
part of the reason why we could only do every other weekend because I wasn't really coming out here.
Well, yeah, you didn't start coming out here until September.
Right.
Like, so technically February is like kind of a cute, really big month because February is the month that we met in person last year for the first time. So I thought it was plugged in. We're having all
Mm.
kinds of random
Well,
issues.
please hold. We have to plug this in.
I think so
Hey,
what
we're
was I
back.
saying? Yeah. So wait, what was I saying? I forget.
Well, it's
Um,
February is special
oh,
because
because yeah, so that's when we met in person for the first time last year. So
yeah,
it'll be
we didn't even know.
didn't even know what that it would end up like this or what.
Right.
What do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know what you were getting at.
Yeah.
Um,
Started out with a kiss.
how did it end up like this?
It was only a kiss.
It was only a kiss.
Um. Yeah.
No, so anyway, so hopefully by, the end of the month we'll get some good news that I can relocate and we can actually stop this crazy mayhem and start actually living together like a normal husband and wife.
Yeah.
That would be glorious. So,
And then we're also going on our
well, so
first little. Well,
yeah.
not first. I mean, we've.
Well, but just us.
Well,
Oh, I know.
well, no. I just meant like we've, stayed somewhere. No, we haven't gone very far, but, like, when I used to come out here, it was just us in the hotel and stuff,
Right, yeah.
but this is more of a I guess, more of a trip than
Well, this is very deliberate. So, well, yeah, so I guess also C2E2 was just us in Philly. No, not C2E2, Fan Expo
Right.
was just us in Philly. So, like, we did stay in Philly that time. But anyways, I had seen a thing that was like the rule of twos or something, and it was like, if you want a happy marriage, you should live by the rules of twos or whatever. And it said that like every 2 weeks you should have a date night, and every 2 months you should have a weekend away, just the two of you, and then every 2 years you should have a full week that's just the two of you like traveling or whatever. So I sent it to Tony and I was like, "Hey, we should do this. It's cute." And whatever. And when Tony comes out here, we already have our little traditional date night that on the Friday night when he comes, we go to Permanente Brothers and they do karaoke. So we have dinner and do karaoke on Friday nights. So we already have our little date night established biweekly. So we didn't need to change anything there. But um, other than like that, like when we used to stay in hotels and whatever, because we weren't sure if he could stay here with the dog, we've never really like gone away, just the two of us for whatever. So we booked with obviously with also with Valentine's Day coming and whatever. Um, we booked your favorite holiday. We booked a weekend away in the mountains. So like I know a lot of people around here go to the Poconos. I've personally never gone, but I've heard good things. And they have adult only resorts there. And I was like, that sounds glorious because we won't have our children. And then we don't have to listen to other people's children either,
there's nothing the only thing worse than listening to our own children is listening to
listening to other
someone
people's.
else's children.
Yeah. So, so yeah, so I'm actually like super excited that in 2 weeks we're
Do you think
gonna,
they actually enforce it?
yeah.
I'll be so mad if we show up
Oh,
as a bunch of kids.
I'll go full blown Karen.
I will freak out.
I will go full blown Karen if there are children because the whole reason that I'm spending that kind of money is to be away from children. So yeah. But
Mm.
yeah, so it'll be a little romantic getaway weekend for us. And I'm excited because I already got Tony presents and he hates that. Um, but it's my favorite. It's my favorite. And I can't wait for him to.
It's gonna take me till next Christmas to pay off Christmas.
Yeah.
We just talked about how we're each spending like $800 a month to see each other
Yeah.
on top of presents. I hate Valentine's Day so much
Why do you hate Valentine's Day so much? Tell us. Tell the world why you hate Valentine's Day so much.
because it's a silly made up nonsense. It just doesn't. It's not real. It's like of all of the holidays, it is
They're all
like
not real.
I know, but at least some of them have some sort of whimsical fare attached. Like Valentine's Day is just such a money grab for it is like the extreme definition of a Hallmark holiday. Nothing good comes out of Valentine's Day
What do you mean nothing good comes out of Valentine's Day?
because it's
Our
all
first little weekend getaways coming out of Valentine's Day.
yeah, but that doesn't rely on Valentine's Day.
No,
That isn't that we didn't book that because it's Valentine's Day.
no. I booked it because
Right.
of the thing.
So that's different. If you were to say, "Hey, we're going to the Poconos for Valentine's Day," I'd be like, "Don't even bother." Like
Really?
if it was for Valentine's Day, I don't. That's silly. Everything. It, I don't. So I don't like holidays that put pressure on people. Valentine's Day is
Okay.
a pressure holiday. It's a pressure holiday made by the Hallmark companies to guilt people, more specifically men, into spending money and buying gifts for no reason, for nothing.
I
Because
don't.
it's a predominantly female, holiday. Not saying men don't get things for Valentine's Day, but generally Valentine's Day is for the girls.
I think that I spoil you every day, so I don't think I need a
Every
special.
day is a holiday with you.
I hope you're being very genuine with
I
that.
am being very genuine.
So I don't need Valentine's Day or whatever to give you presents and show you that I love you or anything. Um,
Right. And
but
I don't think that I need Valentine's Day either for the same thing.
but it doesn't taint like
It ain't.
I did. It doesn't taint my feelings about it either.
Okay.
Like because
Speaking of Valentine's Day, get it. Sorry, go on.
anyways, it doesn't I don't like it doesn't make me have bad feelings about it because like I guess I don't feel obligated to do anything more than what I would naturally do anyways. So like that, I naturally want to go
Yeah,
away
that's
with
you.
you.
That's you.
I'm but I'm allowed to share my
You are.
thoughts and opinions
You
the same
are.
way you're sharing
You
yours.
are.
So
Okay.
I naturally don't have a problem with Valentine's Day because I'm doing this stuff anyways. I would have bought you the same presents that I bought you for Valentine's Day, whether it was Valentine's Day or not. I just happened to get a sale on them for Valentine's Day. Um, I would go,
Sale.
right. I don't, sure. And I would choose to go away with you for the weekend, whether it was Valentine's Day or not. It just is extra cute because our little weekend just happens to coincide with Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Well, I think that Valentine's Day puts a lot of pressure on young men to
Buy flowers.
razzle and dazzle their significant others for no good reason.
The stupid thing is that most girls are happy with any kind of acknowledgement on that day.
Right.
Like you don't have to razzle and dazzle.
Yeah. I'm like I said. I'm sure there are people out there that don't that take it less seriously. But I would say, like predominantly, it's all it's all razzle dazzle. That's what it is. And
Well,
I think
anyways.
we come from maybe a little bit of an older generation, and we or we've reached a point in our life where it's less about the Valentine's Day and more about like everything else. Like, yeah, we're going on a little trip that kind of coincides with Valentine's Day, but we would have done that regardless.
Yeah,
Same thing with, a lot of like the presents and stuff. I think a lot of people, that's the other thing. They, the one day they go, all right, I'll get her flowers and I'll get her the card and the chocolate and the whatever. And then like that makes up for the other 364 days. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's stupid. I think most holidays are stupid. But at least when you look at things like Christmas and, you know, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, whatever. How even Halloween, like they're rooted in something. Like I know I actually don't know, but I'm sure there's some weird story about Saint Valentine or something that has to do with Valentine's Day, but you
Sure.
know what Valentine's Day is? It's like St. Patrick's Day. Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day are in the same tier of holiday.
What do you mean?
Well, St. Patrick's Day is just an excuse for everybody to drink and be stupid and wear green and get blackout and then blame it on, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day. It's fine. Valentine's Day is just the same. It's like just a reason to spend money and buy things that are pink and red and decorate and, Hershey's Kissies. That's what we're going to call them
Kissies.
now. They're called Hershey's Kissies.
Yeah. Hershey's Kissies.
And buy Hershey's Kissies that are like heart shaped or something once a year.
Is that
It,
a thing?
I don't know. I would assume that it is. So
I'm gonna say there's probably like heart-shaped Reese's peanut butter
no, no,
cups.
there are. I mean, Reese's. Come on, there's a
But I
Reese's cup
don't
for
think
every
there
holiday.
are kisses or kisses. Like you don't change the shape of a kiss. Like a Hershey's kiss is a Hershey's kiss. Like I don't think they come in heart-shaped.
Okay, well, whatever. There's hearts on the bag. Whatever.
Well, yeah. And the
Like
wrappers are like red
and the
and blue.
wrappers are different colors, so it's like
Sure.
you know. And then the day after, everything's 75% off.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Right. Well, that's the best time to buy it. But
Right.
so it's a shitty, stupid, lame holiday. Yeah. And uh and so is St. Patrick's Day.
So I'm in for a good time, guys.
For what?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is just gonna be another day.
Right. I won't see you on actual Valentine's Day anyways. That's
See?
fine.
Exactly. It's just the way I like it.
You're gonna make me very upset
Why?
because
What
that's mean.
what no, 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 no. I didn't mean it as in I'm not gonna see you, so that makes me happy. I'm saying, like, I don't care what day it is. Like, I don't care. It doesn't hurt me that I don't get to see you on Valentine's Day. Like, it hurts me that I don't get to see you on that day because I want to see you every day. But there is no added thing because it's Valentine's Day, like it would be if it was like Christmas or your birthday or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if like when your birthday fell on a what was it, Tuesday? It's like, well, no, I'm gonna stay out here until till your birthday because that's an important holiday. But like Valentine's Day, if I was here for 4 days, I wouldn't extend my stay and like take off work and do a bunch of stuff because it was Valentine's Day.
Anyways,
And this
um,
one buys a bunch of fucking shit for me, and I'm like, well, what am I have no idea what to get you. No clue.
I found things to get you. It's not like it's not like you don't have everything also, and I still find cool things to get you. I'm
Yeah,
really
but I'm
excited.
not like subscribed to these weird
So
things that you find these things. Like I
can't
don't.
help that I'm
I
awesome.
don't-
Um, anyways, um, I can't wait for you guys to hear what all I did for Tony because it's pretty cool.
Mhm.
And
Can't wait for you all to hear what I did for Tralana. It's gonna be pretty cool. I don't know.
it's gonna
What
be
do you mean? No, it's
non-existent.
not.
You just said.
Just because I don't have it now doesn't mean I'm not gonna have it then.
Anyways, the moral of the story is,
Let me get you a pet rock.
and I will cherish it. There are actually, well, so like the one gift is like a multi-part situation because you're making something. So like you'll you'll have to like tell everybody in stages how it goes. So that's pretty exciting for me because it's the gift that keeps on giving. So it's kind of like the way that I timed it out is like it'll be starting at Valentine's Day and like maybe hopefully finishing on Boy Valentine's Day, the steak and blowjob day.
Yeah. All
Mhm.
right. That's good.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about, but
That's okay. Which part?
all of it.
Okay. Anyways, I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, yours is also like that.
Yeah.
It is. It's gonna start in February, and it's gonna last all the way till September.
No, it's not.
How
No.
long does it take to grow a chia pet? A
I
month?
will Well, that will never come to fruition because I can't success I killed a cactus, like,
Yeah.
let's be
But the
honest.
chia pet is that's easy.
So are cactuses, supposedly. Not for me, because I forget about them and then they die, even though they shouldn't.
I'm gonna get you a chia pet of my head. Me with a fro? That would be funny.
Yeah, best gift ever.
I know. I'm pretty good at this gift thing, huh?
Yeah, nothing like it
Fucking home runs every time.
every time. All of them. Anyways,
Yeah,
um, and we already have our second weekend getaway planned too,
that is correct.
which is pretty exciting also.
Yes, it is exciting. I'm hoping it's it's as fun as like it sounds. I hope it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope it turns out as well
Yes.
as I think it will. We got
Well,
we
yeah.
got, I saw a ad, I don't remember where it was, might have been on Facebook or something. John Mayer, I love big John Mayer fan. He's coming he was coming to Chicago, but he was also coming to, New Jersey, which is out near Pennsylvania, kind of. And, so we were looking at the tickets and things, and we ended up getting box seats for, New Jersey
Mhm.
concert. So it's like you get your own little, I mean, I'm sure you share it with a bunch of people,
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never done
but
that
I've
before.
never done a box before.
So that's what's exciting for me because like I've gone to tons of concerts, but I've one never been to a concert with Tony, so like it's our first concert experience together. And then two, I've always like I'm very seat bougie when it comes to like any event. So like when I took Tony to see like Penn State play, like I always have to get like really good seats for everything. Um so the same thing with concerts. Like I always want to be like on the floor, in the mosh pit, all the things. Not really in the mosh pit, but like there. I'm usually like right at the stage, like that kind of thing. So that being said, um, we were looking at the tickets and it was like the floor tickets and these box tickets were like the same price, but the box tickets come with like free food and drinks and, whatever. And I'm like, well, if I have like a seat and a good view and free food and all the things, like, why
Well,
would you not
the
want?
view's not gonna be as good from the box.
Well,
I mean, that's off the bat. Like, your
yeah.
floor seat, but here's the problem. Here's what I hate about concerts and, like, bouginess,
Mhm,
because I am the same way, but it is like, when you're sitting on the floor or you have floor seats,
mhm,
you never know, like, who's gonna be in front of you, who's gonna be next to you. So it's like, all it takes, you could spend $400 for a floor seat, but if you're stuck behind 2 guys that are, like, 6'7", that's it. Like, you're not gonna, even if you have the best seats in the house, you
mhm.
can't see anything.
Well, and usually I when I've been at concerts and whatever, like it's an open pit. So like you're just buying a ticket to the floor and there aren't seats on the floor. And so then it's just you're like sardined in and you have to like weasel your way to the front. And like so I do that, but then like I was saying to you, like then I have a tiny bladder. So then I'm like, how do I not pee my pants
Right.
for the
You just
duration
pee
of
right
this?
there.
Yeah.
We just have to just pee right in your
Just let it
pants.
go. Yeah. Like, because I mean, what are you supposed to do? Because if you leave that spot, you're never getting back there.
I don't think this concert had just floor, though. I think they had
Um,
floor seating,
I
but
think it was seating.
yeah,
So
John Mayer wouldn't be the type to just have
no,
standing room only on
I
the floor.
understand, but I'm just saying like that's the type of concerts that I'm used to. So like that's what I'm used to. So like again, the box seating has the allure of I don't have to be sardined in. It also said there was private
Private
bathrooms.
bathrooms and
So
stuff.
I was like, well, holy smokes, I can actually go to the
Yeah, if
bathroom.
there's, like, assuming there's, like, 12 to 20 people in the box,
Yeah.
like, each box has its own like, bathroom situation. So, I
Mhm.
mean, it's not private in terms of, like, it's just yours and mine.
Well, no, but for
Unless
whoever's
nobody
in that
else
shows
is
up.
in shows up for the
Yeah,
box, then fuck 'em.
right.
But yeah, the view is, because the box is all the way in the back of the arena, midway.
Well, I'm sure there's probably like a TV in there so you can
Well,
technically watch them on the TV
he's probably
screen.
gonna be standing in front of a giant LED screen that
Right.
we'll be able to see.
Well, that too.
Um, but I've seen John Mayer so many times, and I've been close enough to feel his spit on my face.
Perfect.
So I've done that, and that's great. I'm at the age now where, I mean, I've been listening to him for 20 something years now. I'm at the point where I want to listen and enjoy
Mhm,
and be comfortable.
mhm.
I don't need to be third row. And it's just him.
Yeah. Well, he has an
Well,
opener
he
that.
has an opener, but it's like a solo show. It's just
Mm,
him and his guitar,
mm,
and he's gonna play. Who knows? He's gonna play stuff from his whole catalog, I would imagine. But
probably. Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm super excited for that trip as well. And We're spending the night in New Jersey
Yeah, New Jersey.
to make it so that we don't have to drive back to my house that night after the concert, because that would be a suck drive.
That'd be, yeah. I mean, there's gonna be drinks. I mean,
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to drive all the way back. And the hotel that we're staying at is like literally
right up
a
the
2 minute Uber ride.
yeah.
So we can have some cocktails and enjoy our box seats and then not worry about it. We can walk there, assuming I won't die.
Well, yeah, it depends on how you're doing at the
Oh
time.
my God, wouldn't it be our luck that like I get like surgery scheduled for like March or April?
Do you even have a doctor's appointment?
They're supposed to call me back. I called them and they said we have to talk to a surgeon or whatever and pull your stuff and then we'll give you a call back. Didn't hear back. So I'm gonna assume I'm gonna hear back maybe tomorrow. If not, I'll have to
Hopefully.
call.
Yeah.
But it's not the doctor. It's not the doctor that did my surgery. It's the other doctor, the guy that did the injections, because it was two different doctors.
Mm.
So this is Myers has to call me back. But anyways,
So
so
anyway.
so yeah, so we got a couple things. We got a lot of things lined up.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
I liked the idea of the 222, kind of.
It's not to love.
Um, I mean, no, most of it I'm on board with. I think that when you start, I think it's some of the spontaneity is missing a little bit. Because we're like, these were a little bit more spontaneous. It's like, let's just do this, and then the mayor concert came up. It's like, okay, well, we'll just count this as our, April, you know,
Well, but I think that's
thing.
the beauty of it is it's I think you don't need to like force anything to happen, but it's just reminding you to take time out. So like that, like we already naturally had the Permanti brothers like bi-weekly date night thing happening. Like that was just a natural, like we didn't have to change our lives and our schedules to create that. Some couples might have to because they, are busy with work and kids and whatever, and they don't have like a night carved out for themselves, bi-weekly or whatever. But for us, we already naturally like had that. But I like the idea of the like weekend getaway because with our schedule and stuff being as crazy as it is and the back and forth to here in Illinois and whatever, it'll be nice to do something different. And the weekends that I come out there, we have all three boys typically. So, like, those are our kind of kid weekends. And then when you come here, it's like just us, but like I live with my mom. So, like, obviously my mom is here and like whatever. So it's not like just us, just us. So, I don't know. It'll just give us like a little something different to do. But I don't think that, like, in the sense of like, okay, so we already have these two done. Um, but like I'm trying to think what the next one would be, like June or whatever. It's not
Right.
like it's not like we have to like force something or like not be spontaneous about it. Like it's still us choosing what we do or don't want to do.
June's
It's
gonna be a
just
tough one because potentially it's when we're all like moving and stuff.
well, yeah. So I mean, like, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, like anything else, like life can get in the way, and even like that, like we don't know what's going to happen with surgeries and things like that because who knows how quickly or not quickly or whatever any of that stuff is gonna happen. I feel like we need to say like that you have back problems because we were just like talking about
Well, we talked
surgeries,
about
but
it the
like,
last one.
did
I
we?
talked about like how my back wasn't doing that great.
Mm, I don't remember.
Yeah, my back sucks. I'm old.
You're not old.
I mean, this
He's younger than me, just for the
I'm
record.
I'm suffering from the after effects of surgery. Not after effects, but I had surgery a few years ago on my back, which was a lifesaver, realistically. My life was like basically over. I couldn't get out of bed, couldn't walk, couldn't move. And then they did the surgery and I was like a new person, like never had any pain. But they always told me, they're like, this is not forever. One day your pain's probably gonna come back and you're gonna need a fusion and all kinds of stuff. And I think that day has come. because right now, in order for me to not be keeled over in pain, I have to take lots of things to make me comfortable,
Mm.
and it's terrible, and I hate it. It's very frustrating. It's like I teleported back in time to when my back was messed up the last time. How absolutely nothing is worse than okay, well, I don't wanna compare it, but
What?
well, there's a lot of people that have, like, uh, like like dementia and stuff. Not dementia, but, their brain is there, but their body isn't, like ALS and stuff like that.
Mm.
So it's like nothing is more, and I'm not saying I'm in that league, but I'm saying there's nothing more frustrating than wanting to do things that but your body won't can't or can't do them kind of thing, you know?
I mean, I don't, but I'll take
No,
your
but
word for it.
it's very frustrating. Like, you know, earlier I couldn't even get out of the couch. It was humiliating. Like,
Well,
you had to help me get out of the couch, basically.
it was, so to be fair, I have a reclining love seat and we were reclined back and the like, I don't know, to put the seat down and whatever, like it does take a lot of leg
Lower back
lower
stuff
back and leg
to
strength to like, because it's not like, I don't know how, like it's not like an easy whatever.
yeah, it's a tough
So
recliner.
so even for me, and I don't have any issues and whatever, sometimes I need an extra go at it because like the first time I didn't like kick my legs hard enough or whatever. So but yes, but like, so I don't think of it as like as bad as as you say, but like I understand that that would be frustrating, like because if I had to try to get up and I couldn't, like that would be
I mean,
frustrating.
even just getting up out of bed to go to the bathroom earlier, it was again, it's like
Mhm.
I shouldn't be in pain getting up to go to the bathroom.
Right,
I shouldn't be in pain shitting on the toilet, or
right.
I shouldn't be afraid to fart because it's gonna hurt.
That's a weird one.
Well, yeah, it's all the same muscle groups.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Well, and I think it's so like interesting because all of these things, it's like you never know how much like something is affecting somebody else because like it's not something that you can see. Like if you had like a big gaping wound, like that would be easier, but like your back hurts and some days your back hurts more than other days and whatever, and like there's no way to outwardly tell other than to just like wait and see what happens when you go to like get up or like whatever.
yeah. Well, as if I'm taking, you know, whatever, taking some meds and sitting still and not moving, right as rain.
Right.
But it's everything outside of that. Like even sitting here, I'm fidgety because it's kind of the pain's coming back.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it sucks. So we don't know. I might have to have surgery, might not. I don't know what the doctor's going to say. Last time this happened, I had injections in my back, steroid injections. I am very receptive to steroids. On them right now, but I don't know if they're going to do that or if they're going to make me do the whole physical therapy thing over again and go through that whole rigmarole before they can finally go, okay, yeah, surgery time,
Yeah.
and then I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah. I think it's so interesting just to say because like we're learning all the differences between like areas and how things work and like whatever. So like not that it's on par because it obviously isn't and whatever, but like so I have like tennis elbow, which is like my, problem cuz thankfully I don't have like any big problems like you do. Um but I had, done some physical therapy or whatever for it and then it felt like kind of better and I was trying to avoid having to get a steroid injection, so I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And then it got really bad like over the holidays. So I literally just went into my app and like made an appointment to get a steroid shot and whatever. Whereas like you have to like jump through all these hoops and whatever to like figure out what you're doing.
I
Like, I
think
think
I
it's
think they take a
interesting.
little special care when it comes to the spine, though. Like,
I mean, I
if I had
do.
tennis elbow, I think it would have been very easy for me to also get an injection. I think this being my spine, I think that's they need a little bit
Oh,
more than just, "All right,
mm,
lay down," because it's not just an like, okay, it is just an injection, but, like, they have to go in between the vertebrae and, like, in the pocket of my back, and, like, one wrong move, and it's like
I did have a spinal, you know.
it's you had a spinal?
Yeah. How do you think they cut my child out of me?
No, 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 I get that, but yeah, but I don't think you could just go in and get that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no,
Like,
I'm but, like, when you're describing it to me, I'm just saying, like, I've had a spinal, so I know, like, what I mean, he hit my bone twice before he found the pocket. So I know how painful
yeah,
that is, and I know all the things because I had to go through that when I had my C-section to have Gisette, so
yeah, it's a whole procedure. It's not just a,
mhm,
"All right, come on over here and get on the table." It's like you have to be in an OR, you have to, you know, I had to lay down, there was all the nurses, and they had the imaging up and all this other stuff, and
mhm.
I was very worried. I was like, "Oh my god," I'm like, "What if he nicks my spinal cord or something?" But the weirdest thing was when he got, like, I don't know if it was I don't think it was audible, but when he got to the pocket, I could feel it, like, getting through, and then it was like a like a
Ew.
pop kind of, like, he got in there,
No thanks.
and he even said, "You might feel a weird sensation," and I was like, "Oh, yep, sure did." And then it was immediate relief. Well, the I told you, the lidocaine or whatever they used as the local anesthesia on my back, I think that did the heavy lifting. Like, I felt great. I thought it was a miracle. I, like, was all aboard the medical miracle train. I was like, "Holy shit," like, feel great. Like, my back feels better than it did, like, before anything happened. Like, I feel like the bionic man. And then after the lidocaine wore off, or whatever local anesthetic they used, after a couple hours, wow, it was brutal.
Mm.
It was very sore, but then it got better, and then my back didn't hurt for about a month, and then I was right back in there.
Well,
So we don't know, you know, I'm old.
you're not old.
It's old enough. My back is old.
You just have
My back has
some
aged
ailments.
poorly because I beat the
Sure,
shit out of it for the first 30 years of my life,
sure.
unloading trucks and
I think it's interesting because well, I unloaded trucks too, but, like, I think it's interesting how differently Jesus Christ. I'm sure you guys couldn't hear that because the mics probably canceled it, but he just, like, cracked his back like
that was
crazy.
that was a bad one, but a
Um,
good one.
but anyways, like, I think it's interesting, like, how differently, people age, but, like, not just in, like, the normal sense, because okay, so, like, obviously, like, I'm very blessed in the fact that I don't look my age, and people comment on it all the time and, whatever, but physically I have, like, a bunch of, like, stupid random things wrong with me, but, like, by and large, I don't have, like, a lot of problems versus, like, then, like, I meet you and you're, a couple years younger than me and whatever, but then, you have some, like, major things,
Yeah, it's fucking shitty genetics, that's what it is.
like
Well, some of it's shitty genetics. Some of it's shitty genetics, some of it is, um, just not taking precautions, like, not taking my body seriously, you know what I'm saying? Like, trashing my body for many years.
well, so what I was gonna say with that is, like, I think some of that is also, like, the difference between guys and girls. So, like that, like, you used to wrestle and do, like, stupid stuff to, like, beat the crap out of your body. So, like, even though, like, when I used to work at Target, like, I threw the truck and whatever, which is usually a job that a boy does, but, like, I have a lot of muscle for a girl and, like, I don't know, I like physical labor, so I threw the truck, when I worked overnight on the truck team and whatever, so I loved that shit. But I didn't do the other stuff, like, I didn't do wrestling and like destroy my body in those ways and whatever. So like I'm sitting here with like I've got tennis elbow. Like that's my biggest like
Eh,
health ailment. Like you're over there like you could barely breathe because of your asthma. Like your back is all jacked up. Like I think you have like a bad knee or something too.
well,
Like
yeah,
I
the
don't
the
like
knee the knee is I can live with the knee. The knee
oh
doesn't
no, but I'm
usually
just
bother me,
but I'm just saying like you have all of these like random
and it's all
things.
mostly genetics.
Right. I'm just saying like
It's genetics on top of me doing the worst possible job at trying to make it better. You know, like for example, I have asthma. I have the worst asthma on the planet. I don't really do much to prevent it. I just treat
manage
it.
it.
I just manage it.
Yeah.
Like, could I, like, you know, quit smoking or quit? And I did quit smoking for like years. And then I hopped right back on. But, you know, I know there's nothing more addictive than cigarettes. That's why I told the
Mm.
kids I'll disown them because once you start smoking, you will never stop. Anyways,
Mm.
yeah, I could that I could, except for my back, I could be more athletic or do things that are better, but I don't generally.
Mm.
Like I could hardcore like just crash diet, even though my diet's not that bad unless I'm here. But um
You always blame that on
I'm not
me.
blaming you. Just saying, it's Pennsylvania's doesn't have a lot going for it except for some of its cuisines. It's 24-hour gas station food,
I think
stuffed pizza.
Pennsylvania has more to offer than you give it credit for.
Oh, oh,
Can you pause it? She stops calling
we're
me.
gonna pause it. Sad.
Children. Children problems. So anywho,
I don't understand.
don't understand what.
I just don't understand children anymore.
Why? What about them?
Mm,
What do you mean?
just.
How much fun they are?
Oh my god, kids are so much fun. Everybody. I mean, other than the fact that they're the most expensive thing on this planet.
Besides your wife.
Well, yeah, besides that. But yeah, that will always be up number one, and then the kids. But like, I'm actually, I'm getting to a point where like I don't know if my brain can handle much more.
Of what? What do you mean?
Just the kids in general,
Why?
because it's between the three of them, it's always something ridiculous. Like I got one that is a is a medical anomaly in the amount of food and liquid
Mm,
consumed.
yeah.
I have one that can't stay out of trouble,
Yeah.
and then one now that also I don't even know what happened or how this happened, but or what how it transpired, but it's just
I don't know.
it's getting to me.
All I'm gonna say is it, and I don't know who watches this or who doesn't, so I don't want to say anything, whatever. But it's just really ironic that both his and his dad's accounts both got hacked at the same time. So I'm going to guess that there's something awry in their protection over there.
It sounds like a phishing attack.
Right.
Sounds like something came through, someone clicked on something,
But
and they
now
thought it was Steam, but it wasn't, and
right.
then it took their credentials, and then
Yes.
someone wreaked havoc,
But
which
it affected both of their accounts. And unfortunately, my child's account is the one that's gonna be the worse off, and that's hundreds of dollars because he
Well,
likes to waste hundreds of dollars on
Steam
games.
Steam they will I have no doubt that they will get once it's proven that it's his account and everything, like, they'll
If we can prove it, because we've had so many instances where he's lost accounts because he doesn't have stuff backed up or whatever, and now like this, he's saying that it's not his email or like whatever. So,
I think this, it will be fine. I don't foresee them not getting his account back. Steam support. Now, is it gonna be immediate? No, but, I mean, it might be a couple emails. They might need to prove, like, residence and zip codes and stuff, like, when he signed up for the account, birthday, and all that other stuff. Like, there's other authentication methods that they'll use that someone out in the Ukraine isn't gonna have that info, but, again, it's, yeah, you get that. Like, it's just I'm just glad sometimes. I'm glad, and usually I'm glad that, the kids came earlier in life because I don't know if I was 50 or 60, I'd probably have a heart attack. Like, they'd kill me.
so what you're saying is you don't want more children.
No, no, I have no I do, absolutely, but I'm saying that if they came at, 30 or 27 to 30, and they were, like, gonna be the age they are now in, like, 5 to 7 years, I'd be dead.
Right. So you don't want more because then you're going to be even older than what you're already proposing.
Yeah, yeah, but that's just 1. This is 3. This is 3 children that each, in their own way, are slowly killing us.
Yes.
Monetarily, emotionally.
Yes.
Yeah, but, yeah, have kids, they're great. Precious little miracles. I
I
got
don't recommend it.
I got one that just can't wake up, can't go to school. Promised me. He promised me. He's like, "New year, new me, dad. I'm gonna get good grades in all my classes. I'm gonna do all these things. You'll see." And I just got his progress report. It's fucking D's. Not his progress report. They finally updated his grades for the first time this semester. And it's three D's. High D's though. 67s and 68s. So I mean it's not 59 like it was.
So proud.
Yeah.
So proud.
Oh man. That's all right.
My child has straight A's.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah. And then he clicks on emails from the Ukraine.
Ugh,
It's like,
you win some, you lose some.
oh,
I blame where he's at right now.
yeah, maybe. I mean, could be, could have been a targeted attack, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I know enough about cybersecurity to know what to block and click on and throw away. So,
I don't, and I've never had that happen to me. Knock on wood. So, I don't know. Anyways, all I know is now I have a dumpster fire of a situation that I have to solve because it'll fall back on me to figure out. So, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's out. It's literally out of everybody's hands. It's up to Steam support at this point.
Well, no, but that will fall on me to help him figure
Oh yeah.
out how to do.
Oh yeah.
So the dumpster fire, it won't fall on his dad to do. He won't do anything. It'll be me figuring this all out. And it's my bank account that's linked to his thing. So if anything's going to prove anything, it's going to be me with my bank account to prove that that's where those purchases previously have
Right.
always come
Yeah,
from.
you just show them the PayPal.
Right.
Be like, "Here's my PayPal statement. Here's my"
Of the hundreds of dollars that you guys benefit from me every freaking month because this child has a spending problem. He gets that from his mother.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know where that came from.
The apple doesn't
Yeah,
fall far from the tree. He likes to spend money like I do. It's a
yeah,
good thing I have a good job.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
So we could support our children's habits,
mm,
addictions,
and my own.
food, steam, and
I still don't understand how he ate 3 foot long
oh man,
subs.
I'll tell you this story.
Yeah, and end us out with a
I'm gonna end you out with
nice
this,
story.
and I'm gonna, I wanna say that because this runs deep with me. When I grew up in the household that I grew up in, um, food was a comfort for me. Um, I ate very poorly as a small child, and so it is no surprise to me that my youngest son is just a garbage pail. Like he'll just eat everything, and normally it doesn't bother me. He's growing. He's like 6 foot whatever now. He's a big kid. So he eats a lot, and that's fine. I would never withhold food from anybody. You know, there's a lot of things in during my childhood with, think I ate like garbage, anytime. Okay. This is going to be longer than we have left on this video. So I'll just get to the point. So, I didn't want to go grocery shopping because I knew I was coming out here and, you know, Nicholas was gonna stay with his mother this weekend. So I'm not gonna buy a bunch of groceries just to have it sit and go bad in the fridge or waste days on freshness because no one's home. So the night before I left, I did go to the grocery store. I got a few things. I got some chips. I got sandwiches, some Diet Coke, and some coffee for myself. And the way I did it was I was like, okay, I'm leaving Friday. So Thursday night, I had a sandwich for each of us for dinner. And then Friday, I was going to take a sandwich on the road with me. And then there was one sandwich left for him for when he got home on Friday so he could eat it before his mother picked him up. And then, he comes home Sunday and there's enough food for him to manage on Sunday and then I'll be back Monday. That was the plan. Well, wake up to leave Friday morning and everything that I bought was gone. He ate 36 inches worth of sandwiches in one night, drank all the pop. There was chips, I think, left. And I was livid. And that's one of the things that is weighing on me lately is that it's just with the way the economy is and the way inflation and like I'm seeing grocery prices go up crazy. I mean, it is getting unsustainable like at this point. Like spending 200 to $250 a week at the grocery store is
And that's just for the two of you.
well,
Like,
on average, I would say if I'm not including like, when like you and Joseph come in, I would say it's about $150 a week for just him and I. Then when you guys come in, I'll spend another $100 right before you get there because if I buy it any sooner, it'll be gone. So like before you guys come out, like the day before, you gotta buy the pop and the cheese sticks, pepperoni, pasta ron, your tea, like all those things I gotta get. And that's about $100. So it's about 250 when you guys come in and 150 when it's just him and I. So that's like, you know, it's like $800 a month on food.
mhm.
I mean, that's bananas. How could anybody? keep that up. Like, I'm getting to the point I told you, I want a bread maker. I'll make my own bread. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to start doing things to I'm gonna get one of those soda streams. Do you see those?
I
They
don't drink soda, so I don't.
Well, what it is, it's a machine with a CO2 canister,
Mm.
and you make your own soda.
I think I actually have. I think my sister has one of those.
Like
Doesn't she,
you
or
get
something?
I have no idea,
Mm.
but you get the soda stream and make all you gotta do is they concentrate, you mix it, and you have a
Mhm.
whole bottle. It's like, okay, do that. I got the water in the fridge. Like, I'm gonna do everything I can to cut it short of planting a garden that I can't because I don't have the space for. Otherwise, I would. Like, it's getting crazy.
I think. I mean, I already told you once before. Like, I don't like the idea of children being cut off and whatever. And I've said things because like that's how it is at
Mm.
like Giuseppe's dad's house where he has to ask for every little thing. So like if he wants a snack, he has to ask permission. If he wants a drink, he has to ask permission. Like I don't like that. Like to me, like when he's here, I'm like, if you're hungry, go eat. If you're thirsty, go drink. Like whatever. But my one thing is that he can't eat or drink so much that he won't eat dinner then. And, like, that's my only thing. So, like, have a little bit of a snack and then have dinner and then eat and drink as much as you want after that. I don't care. If it's in the house, it's meant for you, like, that's fine. But I think that this situation is getting to the point where, like, you do have to do something because nothing is safe. And it's getting to the point where like he's not eating because he's growing. Like he's eating because I mean he's growing this way. He's not going to grow this way. Like so he's now just ruining his health. And I
Well,
don't
that was my my fear is that it's very easy at his age right now because I was that age. It's very easy to just eat everything and then not worry about it, but eventually it catches up to you.
but he's not already not a person that it's not catching up to him because it's not like he's slim. So like he's already got like too much weight on his build now and that's only going to continue to get worse. Like it's not like he's one of those people that has like the super fast metabolism that he can like eat 9,000 calories a day and he's still a beanpole.
No, but I think it is fast enough where he could eat 4,000 calories a day and not gain weight because he's the same size. He's actually thinner now than he was, but that's because he got taller.
Mhm.
So he's stayed the same weight, but he's getting taller because he's I mean, he's not doing if he were to go outside and take a jog every now and then or work out, 3 days a week, he would lose weight
Mhm.
and he would be in much better shape. But just eating what he eats and playing video games all day, he isn't gaining the weight.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that I'm hoping this is my hope, and we'll leave you with this thought, is that pretty soon the girls are gonna
You're relying heavily
I'm
on
not
that.
relying on it, I'm just saying if I know boys and I know how it works. I know how this stage of adolescence works. Eventually, he's going to get to a point where girls are going to take over his mind. And once that happens, he's going to have a different look on life. Because right now he's content with sitting in his bedroom, playing video games and jerking the chicken. He's okay with that. That's all that life is good for him. But then the hormones are going to come through and then he's going to be like, you know, I I like girls. I want to have a girl over or I want to whatever. And he's going to realize that girls don't want a guy that wears the same pair of pajama pants 6 days in a row and smells like dirty feet and has half a mullet and all he can talk about the only social skills he has is talking about a video game that he plays. It's like he'll get it and he's going to get real fast. and then the
Mm,
change is gonna come. Or if it doesn't, then this is his life. He's maybe it could end up that he's like, "I don't want anything to do with women or girls."
I don't I'm not saying that it would be that. I'm just saying I don't think that the desire is stronger than the lack of motivation is.
And I think it's gonna change. I think it's gonna the hormones are gonna kick in.
He already has hormones. Like, what do you
No,
mean?
but no, they haven't kicked in yet. They haven't kicked in. They have just it's just started. Yeah, I'm talking like 15, 16. Like that's like when you start to get inch closer to like adulthood and independence. Some of your friends are driving, or you're driving, or he's driving. Um, you know,
I can't imagine Nicholas driving.
yeah,
So
I
irresponsible.
know. I'm glad that image is in my head now.
I can't imagine.
Oh my
He can't
god.
even like keep his keys or his phone charged or
You know.
I can't imagine him with a car.
Well, maybe he'll I don't know, maybe he'll be a savant, I don't know. Maybe he'll just pick up on it really really fast, but now I'm worried about that
You're welcome.
because I I it took me 2 months of having my license to completely total my first car
Oof.
and like almost kill 3 people in the process.
Maybe they should have to be 18.
Well, Illinois is a little weird, but
Mm.
they were talking about making it 18, but
Well, I think a lot of states have had
it's
that
still
conversation.
16 in Illinois. Like you can get your permit and everything at 16.
Mm.
Um, all right.
Anyways,
Well, I think we've hit
the
time.
great debate is on. We'll see who's correct if anything changes as time goes
Watch,
by.
the hormones are gonna hit. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I think I want to go get my hair cut." And then that's the start. And then it's like, he's gonna not wear the sweatpants anymore. He's gonna wear his jeans, and then he's gonna start working out with the kid that lives next door that he likes to hang out with, and then he's gonna be all about the girls.
I mean, I hope you're right,
Mm,
but I see you having to do some parental interventions,
yeah.
some food rationing.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna eat nothing but MREs now. We're just gonna buy a
Mm.
month's worth of MREs. And we're just gonna eat out of pouches.
Well,
You get one a day.
I wasn't taking it that far.
Yep.
I just meant
You get
like
one a day. I'm gonna ration
it's
toilet
gonna
paper.
be
I'm gonna give him 12 squares a day. Be like, you can use these in any way you want. You get 12.
no.
And I'm gonna turn the all the electricity off on the breaker. I'm just gonna all done. 6 p.m. Lights out like prison.
Anyways,
Mm. All right. Well, we'll keep you all updated. Um, this was fun. And the next time, it will be coming from Chicago. All right. Well, this is Two T's in a Pod. I'm Tony,
and I'm Trelana.
and it's your daily reminder to us against the world.
It's my favorite time of day.
I know, mine too. It's a little late, but okay. All right. Well, that's the pod. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.